Good afternoon and welcome to Griffin Spalding County Schools Winter Sports Media Day featuring the basketball teams from Griffin High School and Spalding High School. Today is November 13th and we are honored to have our girls basketball teams join us first. My name is Bill Stykes and I'm the District Athletic Director for Griffin Spalding County Schools. How this will work is we'll ask the coaches a series of questions followed by the players from each team. Our girls basketball teams will go first, followed by the boys. After the girls go, we're going to have a brief transition where the girls are going to take a picture in front of the step and repeat together. We'll have a brief meeting with the boys teams, and then we'll bring the boys teams on. And so with that, we're going to get started with our basketball media day for Griffin Spalding County Schools on November 13th, 2024. We're joined by the girls and girls basketball teams from Spalding and Griffin High. And so our first question goes to our coaches. Coach Johnson, if you'll introduce yourself and to the student athletes that are to your right representing Griffin today.
Yes, good morning. I am Coach Johnson. I am the head girls basketball coach over at Griffin High School. With me today is Renaya Harris, my senior, Lauren Henley, my junior, and a sophomore, Naima Foster.
Thank you, Coach. And Coach Pope, if you'll introduce yourself and the student athletes to your left representing the Spalding High Lady Jags.
Hello. Shante Pope, the head basketball coach for Spalding High School. To my left, I have China McCord, which is my senior, Michaela Wright, which is my senior, and then I also have Kaden Johnson, which is my sophomore guard.
Great. Thanks, coaches. We're going to start, Coach Pope, first with you. And tell us about this season. What are you most looking forward to this upcoming season for the Spalding girls basketball team?
With me being a rebuilding year for me, I'm looking more for leadership when it comes to my girls. We're young, so we rebuilding right now. But as a coach, my motto for them is quarter by quarter, not by the game. So if we win every quarter, we'll win the game. So more leadership, communication from my girls this year.
It's great. Coach Johnson, same question. What are you looking forward to most this season for the Griffin Lady Bears season?
Well, I just want to see the growth of these young ladies. We're also young. We have over the last couple of years have had very senior heavy teams. So now the younger ladies are starting to have to be put in positions where they're the starters and role players and important players. So, I think it's just trying to get them to understand it's a team sport, play together, and just continue to get better each day at practice and in each game. No matter what the result is, as long as you can see the improvement, by the end of the year, we'll probably be in a good position.
It's great. And we'll stay with Coach Johnson. Both of you guys reference young teams, and Coach Johnson, you reference practice. So how do you structure practices and how do you plan your preseason and now this early part of the season to prepare your girls for success, especially with a young team?
Well, in preseason, it's trying to get them to understand the importance of conditioning. We do a lot of, and with the help of the boys coaches, we do a lot of conditioning in preseason, basically running miles, doing other drills, some shuttles, to try to get them to understand that the game is not, like Coach said, just one quarter. It's like a 4-quarter game. So you got to be able to play. You got to be in enough shape to play those 4 quarters. And in practice, we're also doing conditioning. We try to do our drills as fast as possible so that way we're developing good habits at a game speed. And then we do a lot of the breaking down things and trying to teach them, like, for instance, shooting better at the elbows or learning how to shoot a floater or, just break it down, and hopefully that with the practice that it'll come into the game and you can see some of the habits that we do in practice come in work in the game as well.
That's great. Coach Pope, same question. How do you structure your practice and your overall schedule to prepare your young team for success?
To piggyback off of Coach, just conditioning, making sure they're in shape. Not only for just one quarter, but for the whole game. We pretty much start practice off fundamentals, dribbling, shooting progressive, just teaching them the small things, because with my group being so young, they really don't know the fundamentals. They do, but they don't. So I have to break them down. But we do a lot of running and a lot of ball handling. So.
Great. Coach, we're going to stay with you, Coach Pope, and then go to Coach Johnson. after. And I want you to tell us what key things you're looking for student athletes to be successful on your team. What are those maybe qualities or attributes or skills that make a basketball player successful on your team and in your program?
I'm big on student athlete. You're a student before you're an athlete. And big on representation. You have to represent me, the school, and yourself as young ladies. So I'm big on that. I'm big on getting to class on time. Nobody roaming the halls, nothing. So I do class check. I make sure they get to class on time. I reach out to teachers. So the little things to be successful, just trying to prepare them for real life.
Absolutely. Coach Johnson, same question. What key things do you look for from your student athletes to be successful in the Lady Bears program?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of it is not even about the basketball. It's just like Coach Pope said. It's about how you conduct yourself in the school building. And I tell them all the time, I don't want an email. I don't need an email from any teacher telling me you've done this, you've done that, somebody's not at class on time and different things. Make sure you're doing the right things. And really those habits that you do in the classroom or in the school building will end up leading to the floor. Like Coach said, you want to make sure that they're doing everything in their life correctly so that way the basketball can come, naturally in second nature.
Great. And we got one more for the coaches, and so we'll go with Coach Johnson. Talk to us about success, right? Y'all have the same question every year, right? And y'all have coached for a while like I have, right? And we know sometimes success is measured differently. It's measured in wins and losses always, but it's also measured in what the kids can do on the court and off. So what is successful for you this year for the Lady Bears, Coach Johnson?
Of course, everything is trying to get to the last game. But I just want to see the young ladies improve daily. I saw we've played 2 games so far, and I did see improvement from game 1 to game 2. I need to see improvement from game 2 to game 3, and so on and so forth. As long as we're improving, I really feel that these young ladies they've already bought in, but they'll start developing and start getting that confidence to a point where they will play the game or the style that they know that they're good at. And so, of course, you use the early games to prepare yourself for the region. So our goal is to be one of the top 2, if not the top team in the region first, and then we can work from there.
That's great. Great. Coach Pope, same question. Talk to us about how, what would make this season a success for your program?
Growth and leadership. The girls to the left of me, they have grown since day one, since I stepped in the building. So it's about growth, and is like I said, at the end of the day, it's bigger than basketball. So our thing is we're in a tough region this year. My goal is we got to be top four. So every day we're coming in and grinding and, hey, getting to it. I tell them all the time, it takes 21 days to break a bad habit. So on that 22nd day, you should be able to know how to dribble with your left hand and get to the goal.
That's right. Well, appreciate it, coaches. Now it's our student athletes' turn. And so, ladies, we're excited to hear from you guys. Our first question is going to start with Naima and work our way all the way down to Caden. And so it's going to be a real hard question. You ready? Tell us your name, your grade level, and your position. All right, here we go.
I'm Naima Foster, sophomore, class of 2027, and I'm a forward.
Great. Right, Lauren?
Lauren Henley. I'm a junior, and I play a wing.
All right.
My name is Renaya Harris. I'm a senior, and I play small forward.
Anna, go ahead.
My name is China McCord. I'm a senior, and I play forward.
My name is Michaela Wright. I'm a senior, and I play shooting guard.
Caden?
My name's Kaden. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a guard.
Great, great. We're going to do the reverse order now. So, Caden, this question's coming to you, and we're going to work our way back down. I want you girls to think about yourself as a player, right? What are your strengths as an individual player, and how do you use your strengths to make the team better? All right, Caden, what are your strengths?
My strengths is like looking up to the older girls, even though I'm a sophomore, so I can help the younger girls out when the older
the girls leave.
It's great. Great. Michaela, talk to us about your strengths as a player and how you use those to help the team.
Well, being a senior this year, I'm a leader, so I'm communicating with the girls, and also being a shooter, main scorer on the team, just helping others succeed in that as well.
Great. China?
My strength is rebounding and going up to score, and also motivating the younger teammates that are coming in.
That's great. Okay. So we're going to start with Renaya and work our way back down. Same question, girls. What are your strengths as a player, and how do you use those to make the team better?
My strength is defense, and defense win games. So yeah.
That's it. There you go. Lauren?
To say my strength as a player is playing defense and talking on the court, communicating with my team, and bringing energy.
Good. All right. Naima?
I like to say that my strengths is defense too and offense, but defensively I can guard anybody on the court.
Great, great. All right, so we're going to talk now. We're going to go to Renaya. So the same order, Renaya, Lauren, and Naima. Talk to us about practice, right? Tell us how practice has been and what you as an individual are focused on improving. Okay.
Practice been good. Well, I've been improving on my strength and my muscles and stuff because I ain't playing this year. But yeah, I just been improving my health.
Great.
Practice has been good. I've been improving, incorporating all the training I've been doing into my game.
Great. All right.
Practice has been good. I use everything that I learn off the court, no matter if it's mental or what, to put into my game.
Good, good. China, if you want to start us off and work our way down, same question, right? Talk to us about practice, how it's been this season, but also what are you working on in practice as an individual to improve? Go ahead. Sorry.
Practice has been going good so far. As an individual, I've been working on getting stronger because that's something that I'm struggling with. And as a team, we have been working on focusing on our communication skills on the court. In practice, we focus on like simple things like our ball movement, shooting and defense, and that's it.
Kayla, same question.
Well, practice has been good. We've been doing a lot of running, getting in shape for games since we're smaller this year. And as an individual, I've just been working on communicating with the younger girls and then just to help them out and be a leader this year.
Great. Hayden? Yeah, Caden, so talk to us about practice. How's practice been so far? And what are you as an individual focused on improving in practice?
Practice been good, but as an individual, I'm working on getting my ball handling better.
Right. This next question, we're going to start with China and work our way down. And that's about your team, right? We've talked about y'all as individuals. Now I want you to think about yourself as a team, right? So what is your team's biggest strength and why? Go ahead, China.
I think our biggest strength is definitely our bond, our team bonding, and motivating and uplifting each other to keep going. I feel that it allows us to play better as a team, and it boosts our confidence. So, yeah.
Great, great. Michaela?
Well, I think our strengths are speed. We've got a lot of speed on the team, so that helps with defense and just hustling back and up and down the court and things like that.
Great, great. Caden, tell me about your team's biggest strength.
I think our team being the street is our bond.
Great. Naima, you want to pick this up for Griffin High and start that? What's your team's biggest strength and why?
I think my team's biggest strength is that no one's scared to drive into the paint.
Lauren?
Biggest strength is playing defense. I think we do a really good job at getting the other team to make turnovers and defensive stops.
I think my team biggest strength is our chemistry. Like we got a good bond with each other.
Got it. All right, I'm going to have some rapid fire questions for the girls now. Y'all hadn't had these in preparation, so this is off the cuff. I want you to tell me one of your teammates' names. All right. If there is 2 seconds left on the clock, you're down by 1. Who do you want with the ball in your hands? Go ahead, Renaya. I want you to lead us off.
I think. Wait, you talking about shooting wise?
That's it. Shooting wise, you got the ball. 2 seconds left. Down by 1. Who do you want with the ball in their hand?
I think Kamaya Hancock.
Okay. All right.
For my Hancock to shoot the 3, but if we're talking driving to the paint, I'd say either Aaron Barlow or Naya Andrews.
Got it. Naima?
You say Kamaya Hancock too.
Got it. All right, Spalding, how about you? Let's start with China and work our way down. 2 seconds on the clock. Who's getting the ball?
I definitely say MK because she the shooter, so she
Gotcha.
gonna make it every time.
Got it. Michaela, is it gonna be you?
I think they always say me, but if I had to pick, I would say China because I know she gonna make a layup quick.
Okay. All right, Kaden.
Michaela.
All right. Hey, coaches. Now y'all tell me. Y'all got to draw the play up. 2 seconds left. Who you giving the ball to?
I'm gonna give it to Michaela.
All right. Coach Johnson.
Well, they had good answers
Okay.
depending on what I need. If I need a 3, it is Kamaya Hancock. If I need somebody to drive, it will be Aaron Barlow. But if I just need a bucket down low, real close, I'm gonna give it to Naima Foster.
That's great. Hey, here's the next question. And let's start with Caden and come all the way back down. I want to know who on the team is the funniest or most entertaining. Just their name. You ain't got to tell us why unless you really want to. Go ahead.
Tamaya.
Okay. All right.
Tamaya, she just, everything she say be hilarious.
I got you. Michaela, is that right, or you got somebody different?
Might say Tamaya just because of the faces she be making, but maybe Mariah probably.
Okay, all right. China? Y'all got some funny teammates, huh?
I don't even know. Everybody really funny, so
I got you.
I
got you. All right, girl, one of y'all, who wants to go first? Tell us who's your funniest or most entertaining teammate.
Makala Coquit and Aaron Barlow.
Okay, all right.
It'd be between Makala and Timaya.
The same thing too, either Makala or Timaya.
Got it. We'll do, let's see, we got time for maybe one more question. And so I want to ask the girls a question I asked the coaches. What does success look like for you guys this year, right? And any of y'all can go first, but I want to know, what would you consider this to be a successful season for you guys, okay? Hit your button and talk. You got it, Lauren. Go ahead.
Success to me, I don't necessarily, when I think of success, I don't always think of winning a game. I think of improving as a team and working together and just making improvement.
Got it.
Well, I say just getting 1% better every day, being better than you was yesterday. That's individually and as a team too.
Good.
That's for us would be improving and evolving every day after every game.
That's great. I'm going to ask one more question to Renaya and China and Michaela, and I do want all three of y'all to answer, okay? Y'all are seniors, right? And your coaches talked about y'all having young teams. Y'all kind of talked about having some inexperienced teams. So as a senior on an inexperienced team, tell us how you show leadership. Any of y'all can go. Go ahead, China. You want to start us off?
Show leadership by motivating them and uplifting them and telling them to never give up and stuff because we all been in their position before, so it's best to do that. So yeah.
Right. Go ahead, Michaela. And then Renaya, follow up.
Just communicating with them as far as doing drills and things like that. Just breaking down or having to explain something over again because we were once in 9th grade too, so just helping them out with things.
Got it. What do you think, Renaya? How do you show leadership?
Well, they do look up to me, so I couldn't practice every day. I motivate them, and yeah, that's it.
Great. That's great. So, Coach Johnson, if you'll tell us when can we next catch the Griffin Lady Bears at home, and what are there any big events coming up? I think you guys may be in a showcase, right? That's here in town. What are some other key events that you'd like to make sure the community's aware of?
Well, our first home game is actually during the Darren Hancock Invitational.
Okay.
That will be on November 25th and 26th. We have a group of teams coming in. Spalding will be there, boys and girls, as well as us, playing other teams from outside of the county and from different areas. So November 25th and 26th, you'll definitely get an opportunity to see the Griffin Lady Bears at home. But, can't wait for that. I just think that's going to be an awesome time, with the fact of the history of who Darren Hancock is. So I think that'll be a great opportunity for us to expose or let people see how Griffin is as a city, as a whole.
That's right. That's great. And a great chance to catch some great basketball, because I know you got some great teams from all over the state coming. All right, Coach Pope, when can we next catch Spalding, or are there any events that you kind of want to say, hey, come on out and support us here?
Our next home game is December the 3rd. That'll be our first region game against Sandy Creek. So you can catch us then. And then also we're going to their tournament that they're hosting. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of basketball, like you say, a lot of good teams and girls and boys out there being leaders, trying to get to the next level.
And we definitely want the community to come out and cheer on the Lady Bears and the Lady Jaguars at the Darren Hancock Invitational over at Thanksgiving break. And go ahead, Coach Johnson.
And one good thing about it is, we in that instance, we got to be a community as one. So we want to be able to cheer for both teams as when we come out, because we're not playing each other now, but we're playing people from outside the county. We want the county to be represented well. So I think that was a great opportunity for us. Even though we can't play each other because we're not in region anymore, I think it's still a great opportunity for us to still support each other as teams and as organizations.
Absolutely. And like you guys both said, it's bigger than what's on the court. It's about this community as a whole. And, we got a long history of successful girls basketball in this community. And we know that there's a lot of passionate basketball fans in this community and want them to come cheer on both teams. Hopefully a successful year as you guys grow and learn and be successful and become great young ladies that represent your teams, your coaches, and your schools with success. So thank you guys for being here today. We're very proud of you. Congratulations for being selected to participate. You did an excellent job. And I'm going to invite you guys to join me over in the step and repeat. And then after that, we'll take a team picture. We'll transition to our boys team next. So thank you guys. Good job, girl. I want to welcome everybody back to Griffin Spalding County Schools Winter Sports Media Day. This is the second part of today's event featuring the boys basketball teams from Griffin High School and from Spalding High School. We're joined by Coach Moore and Coach West representing their schools. First question is going to go to Coach Moore from Griffin High. Coach, introduce yourself and introduce the student athletes you brought with you today, including their position and grade level, please.
To my immediate right, I have Jace Touchstone. Next to him, Damari Bailey. Next to Damari, I have Jordan Mays. And next to him is Jason Foster. Jace is a sophomore forward. Damari is a junior point guard. Jordan is a junior point guard /2/forward. And Jason is my only senior up here. He's our forward.
Thank you, Coach. And Coach West, if you'll introduce yourself and introduce the student athletes to your left representing Spalding today.
I'm Coach West, Spalding High School. To my left here, you have Baji Daniels. He's a junior guard. And beside him is Cedric Dallas. He's also a junior guard. And then beside him at the end is Jamarcus Jordan. He plays 1 through 5 for us. And he's a senior.
Thank you, Coach. And we're going to stay with Coach West for this next question. Coach West, talk to us about this season. What are you most looking forward to with Spalding boys basketball this year?
Almost like every year, the thing that we're looking forward to the most is just competing at a high level and just developing young men. We preach every day, give it your all. We shouldn't have to coach, hustle and effort. So that's what we're looking for, just competing at a high level and playing with high energy.
Great. Coach Moore, same question. Tell us what you're most looking forward to this season of Griffin Bears boys basketball.
Well, we had a bad taste in our mouth from last year, and the guys made a decision that they wanted to start working 2 weeks after we lost, and we've been working ever since, getting better, stronger in the weight room, running. So success for us would be to get further than we did, make it to the I'm looking forward to making it to the state championship game. So, and I think that's what they want.
That's great. We're going to stay with Coach Moore. Talk to us about practice, right? With the team that's driven like that, how do you structure practice to make them most successful?
All right. Well, when they come in, they have to run a mile. They have to run it within 70 minutes. You don't play on the varsity without making the 7-minute mark. Most of these guys are running like in their 5s, 5:20, 5:30s. And after that, we come in and do ball handling, and then we walk through. Before the season, we kind of go through fundamentals, and then when the season is kind of scripted based on what we got to do as far as the team that we're going to play. So, but the most important things we do, we run, we come in. They lift weights in the morning, too. Let me start over. They come in at 7:45 every day, except for Friday, and they lift weights. And then every day they run, except for Fridays. Most of the time, they even run on game day, and they lift on game day. So that's what we do to kind of get these guys prepared.
Got it. Great. Coach West, same question. What are you focusing on in practice to prep the Jaguars for a successful season?
I think for us, we have a pretty young team this year. So we're trying to establish an identity. I think right now we're focusing on just playing with intensity and keeping that intensity and not basically playing down or playing up to who we play. Because the last 2 games we kind of played down to a team that wasn't as good, but then when we played a tough team, we played up. So we're just trying to focus on, knowing what it feels like to play with high intensity, practice with high intensity, and just keeping that same level.
Great. Coach West, we're going to stay with you with this next question. What key things do you look for from student athletes to be successful in your program?
The main thing I look for is just being a model student. Athletes are very important people in the school building. They're people that are looked up to by other students. So I just like somebody that's doing the right thing. I tell them all the time, your true character is what you do when nobody's looking. So, I want high character kids doing the right thing and just young men that are developing and getting ready to be leaders in the world.
That's great. Great. Coach Moore, same question. What key things do you look for your student athletes to be successful in the Griffin Bears program?
Well, my friend over here, Mr. West, took all, he said it exactly how I would say it. High character guys that represent not only the Griffin High School basketball program, but they represent their families. They represent a big community, Griffin, Georgia. I don't want them to step out in society and not be prepared to go whatever field they choose, as to go to college or to start working. I want them to be young men that they can be depended on. So I would stress being responsible, being respectful, being honorable, and working hard for what you want. And I tell them, if you can do those things right there, you will be successful whatever you choose to do.
Great, great. Thanks, Coach. You're right, 100% with that. Let's talk about success, though, right? We're going to stay with Coach Moore. We want to know, what does success look like for your program this year, right? And I want you to talk on the court and off, because you mentioned you got a lot back, hosting the playoff game last year. You guys got a lot of momentum, a lot of good things happening in the program. So what does it look like on and off the court for you?
Off the court, all of them, I want them all to have over 3.5 GPA. We on our way there, right? All right. Be able to qualify to get in school. If they don't get an athletic scholarship, they should be able to get accepted in college. One of my seniors, he's not here, Demarius Lewis, he's been accepted at 2 colleges already, Kennesaw State and Fort Valley, and that's because of his academics. He's been in my program for 4 years, and so those are the things that I call success. On the court, it's the same thing. If you're doing what you're supposed to do in the classroom, you're doing what you're supposed to do with your family, you're doing what you're supposed to do for your creator, then when you get on this court, it should be easy. This is something they choose to do, and I tell them I'm here to help them. But there are rules and regulations that we're going to follow. There's guidelines that I put in place, and if most of the guys understand who I am, and they tend to follow them. I don't have to stand over them. This is a seasoned seasoned group here. They've been with me since they were freshmen, and so they pretty much know what is expected on and off the court.
Great, thanks. And Coach West, same question. You're in a little different situation, though. Made a great run last year in the playoffs, hosted, playoff games, won a couple. But talk to us about what success looks like on and off the court this year. You talked about kind of rebuilding, losing a lot of seasoned players. So how does that look like on the court and off the court for you?
Definitely off the court is, as far as classroom goes, again, it goes back to being a model student, getting your work done, keeping those grades up, and whatever path, like Coach said, whatever path you choose when you graduate, you're ready to, to hit that field running and just be the best person that you can be. On the court this year for us, like I said, it's a little different from last year. I think every year, you got to go in and look at your team and know the ceiling of your team. We have a lot of young players. So right now we're just, we're trying to get better day by day, 1% better every day. So we want to hit the ground running, develop, and just compete night in and night out, and then see what happens.
Right, that's right. Great job, coaches. We're now going to go to our student athletes. We're going to start this first question with Jason and work our way all the way over to Jamarcus, okay? So this first question is going to be an easy one, right? Tell us your name, tell us your grade level, and tell us your position. Go ahead, Jason.
My name is Jason Foster. I'm a senior, and I play center.
My name is Jordan Mays. I play shooting guard, class 2026.
Thank you. Damari?
And Damari Bailey. I'm a junior. I play point guard.
Name Jace Touchstone. I'm a sophomore, and I play forward.
Great. Five.
It's Baji Daniel, and I'm a junior, and I'm a combo guard.
Cedric?
It's Cedric Dallas. I'm in 11th grade, and I play point guard.
And Jamarcus Jordan. I'm a senior, and I play all 5.
All right, and we're going to start with Jamarcus and work our way back down. Talk to us about your strengths as a player, guys. All right, I want you to think about what makes you a good basketball player, and how do you use your strength as a basketball player to help your team be successful. Go ahead, Jamarcus.
I'm a defensive guard. I lead, and help my team out.
Great. Cedric, what are your strengths as a player, and how does it help the team?
I like playing defense, caring for my teammates, and just playing together as a team.
Got it. Baji, same thing. What are your strengths as a player?
My strengths as a player is like my leadership skills and my communication skills. Since I'm not able to play right now, so I just try to lead by example and be a good leader.
All right. Jace, go ahead.
Player is to be able to be calm in situations that are stressful.
Go ahead, Damari. Your strengths as a player.
My strengths as a player is probably being the leader, being able to score the ball.
Jordan?
It's on.
You're good. Yeah, your strengths as a player, how does that help the team?
Playing defense and leading by example, on and off the court. Even if I get subbed out.
That's great. Yep, great job. Jason, tell us about your strengths.
I play defense and I help rebound. And even if I get subbed out, I still cheer my team on.
Great. Let's start with Jace this time, and we're going to work our way out with the Griffin guys, and then go to Baji and work our way down with the Spalding guys next, okay? And so this next question is about practice, right? Talk to us about practice this season. How's that been as a team, but also as an individual? Jace, what are you working on improving? Go ahead.
Things have been very intense. We go through a lot of in-game situations, in-the-game situations. And as an individual, I've been working on my shooting and ball handling.
Go ahead, Maury.
This year been intense. What I got to improve on, probably shooting and being a leader.
Same thing what they said, intense and working on my left hand and finding my teammates when they're open.
I'm gonna say the same thing too. It's intense, and I work on my shooting and be able to dribble.
And so, Baji, obviously not playing right now, but talk to us about how practice was, and then as an individual, what you do want to work on improving when you come back. And then Cedric and Jamarcus, talk to us about what you're working on right now.
Practice was good when I was it's been going good, and I've been working on like my upper body strength to get back right up on the upper body.
Cedric, go ahead.
Practice been good. Just been trying to push the team, make cool with young team, make sure they doing everything good, keeping them on track.
Same with said. Been working hard, pushing each other, and one thing I want to work on myself is more communication and leading.
That's great. We'll just stay right there and work our way straight back down. I want y'all to think about your team now, guys, right? You've talked about you as individuals. Now think about your team. And so, Jamarcus, what is the Spalding Jaguars basketball team's biggest strength and why? What's your biggest team strength? Go ahead.
Strength is talking to each other.
Say our biggest shit is playing together. When we play together, just playing, it made basketball more easier playing as a team.
I feel like our biggest strength as a team is shooting the 3-ball because like we're full of guards and like we could just shoot the 3-ball very well.
All right, Jace, you want to go ahead and we'll work our way down?
The biggest strength as a team is facing adversity.
Biggest strength as a team is probably defense and being able to speed teams up to cause turnovers.
Our strength is communicating on the floor and also defense as well.
I'll say it's our chemistry and playing defense.
Awesome. And now I'm going to ask a couple questions to you guys individually. We'll start first with Jason, right? As a senior coming back, a team that had a bad taste in your mouth, Coach Moore said. How did you help lead the team in the offseason, and what did you have to do to kind of motivate the guys to get ready for this upcoming season? Talk to us about that.
I'll say I was communicating over the summer and just like coming to summer workouts every day, yeah.
All right, and Jordan, so you, and this will go, you're a guard and a forward, right? You play multiple positions. How do you practice to prepare to be in multiple different positions, multiple different areas, multiple types of positions? How do you prepare your body mentally and physically for that challenge?
So like, if we go run the track, I know I got to prepare myself. So I have to be 1 or 2, because I got to know I got to play 1 through 5. I got to guard everybody.
Great. Hey, Damari, this next question is for you. You talked about intensity a couple times, right? So how do you bring the intensity in practice and in games, and how do you think that impacts your opponents?
Probably just. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, just how do you bring the intensity in practices and games, and do you think that impacts your opponents when y'all play other teams? Your intensity.
I can bring intensity in practice, probably just talking, competing with each other, and then that'll get us ready for the game.
Gotcha. So, Jace, you're a sophomore, right? All the guys to your right are older than you, right? So talk to us about being kind of a second-year high school player, on a team where a lot of the guys are older. How do you find your role, and how have those guys impacted you as a basketball player?
I found my role really in my 9th grade year. As I came in as a freshman, I started my second game, and I've been starting ever since then. And ever since then, it's just been easy. They've been uplifting me and keeping me confident in myself.
That's great. And I know that's something you're going to pass along to those guys that come after you too. Let's go over to Spalding. Let's start with Baji. You mentioned, you're not able to play right now. I know you got an injury, right? So how do you talked about you're still impacting the team even though you're not currently playing. How can you do that from maybe somebody that's not actively on the court? Talk to us about how you're helping encourage your teammate and being a leader on the bench right now.
So I do that by giving advice to the underclassmen that come up. So give them advice that I learned when I was a freshman and sophomore, so they could just tell them to work hard at practice, so it could show in the game.
That's great. And so Cedric, talk to us about as a junior, you're an upperclassman now. How do you model leadership for those guys that are either your grade or younger than you, and how do you show them the right way to play?
Taking everything in practice serious, take every drill we do serious, and make sure everybody locked in and focused. That's great.
And Jamarcus, question kind of similar to the one over here, right? Coach said you play the 1 through the 5 for your team, right? How do we do that? How do you prepare to do that, mentally and physically, to make sure that you're ready to go and you can fill in wherever you're plugged in? Yeah, how do you prepare yourself to play all positions?
Work hard.
All right, there you go, man. A few words. I like it. A couple things we're going to do before we wrap up, and we'll start with Coach West. And Coach, tell us the next time we can see the Spalding Jaguars team at home, and if there are any key events that are coming up that you want to encourage the community to attend.
Well, let me check the schedule right quick. I know we don't play again till next Thursday, but we're on the road. But as far as our next home game, because we only have a handful of games this year. December 6th, we'll play. We play at Griffin High November 25th and 26th. We'll be in their showcase, their Thanksgiving showcase. So we'll be playing 2 teams in that tournament. So you can check us out next Friday. We'll be at Lovejoy. Next Thursday, we'll play Lovejoy. So that'll be a good one.
That's good. That'd be a good matchup, too. Coach Moore, talk to us about the next time we'll be at home. And why don't you go ahead and plug the Darren Hancock Thanksgiving Invitational you guys got coming up, and talk to the community about that.
Yes, that's during the Thanksgiving week. My brother here, Wes, and Spalding, the girls and boys will be participating in it. We wanted to make sure that we brought the community together by having both schools there. One thing about me and Wes, we always communicate with each other. And we want the boys to understand that it's a brotherhood, and when he's good, we both representing Griffin. If both teams make it to the playoffs, that shows you how much talent exists in this community. So even though we can't play each other, we want to make sure we did things together
That's right.
with each other. I play in this fall league, and anytime he has anything, I mean, it's a yes. He already knows, it's automatic yes. But him coming to our tournament, Thanksgiving, but our first home game will be next Tuesday, November the 19th against Villa Rica High School. It's only the boys, 9th grade JV, and the varsity. So that'll be the first time that we play at home this year.
Got it, great. Appreciate that, and definitely want to invite the community to come out. And we're not playing each other, so we can cheer for both the Griffin Bears and the Spalding Jaguars and represent all that's going on great in Griffin, right? Because we got great talent, and we got a great community, and we definitely want to showcase that. We appreciate you guys bringing all that high-quality basketball talent here for us to enjoy with a little turkey, a little good basketball, right? And so I want to thank you guys for being here. You did an excellent job, and want to wish you guys all the best of luck this season, and thank you for being here. Good job. We're going to invite you to join us over here for the picture. We're going to take a picture of you guys, and then we'll be done. Thank you, guys. And for those watching on YouTube, we appreciate you watching us today. I want to wish you a great day and hope you come check out one of the basketball teams at either Spalding or Griffin, or, hey, man, let's catch them both and support our boys and girls. Thank you.